I'm Sendra. I always call myself Sendra Murenzvi. I've got more than 17 years of procurement experience. I started off within the mining industries and within the chrome industry, platinum, name them. And eventually I decided to move to the financial services. I was born and raised within the mining industry. I took so much influence and interest in procurement from my father, my late father. He passed away last month, sadly, but he played a pivotal role in my professional procurement career. I started off with bookkeeping and accounting. I graduated in 1996. And he kept on as a procurement manager. Then you can imagine in the 90s, he already knew this professional body. And he would always call me as his daughter and ask me, yes, I know you are interested in the financial side of things, but you know what? I am now a bit old to study. I am a member. If I'm to show you in one of my slides, you're going to see I've got stacks and stacks of magazines. Back then, the supply management will issue magazines to its members and everything. So in my study, I've got stacks and stacks of magazines, which I treasure because I always tap into those CIPS magazines for knowledge and comparison. So he played a very pivotal role in me being where I am today. I used to read through the supply management magazines that he used to get, and eventually I got interested in this profession, but I was still inclined to the financial services side at the accounting department until in 2006 an opportunity arose with one mining company and I applied. I'm saying this to help somebody who is trying to understand the benefits of being a CIPS member. I was a CIPS member indirectly then, but the amount of knowledge that I gained just from reading the magazines, the amount of knowledge and understanding that I got by being an indirect member of a direct member who was my dad was just amazing. And I remember in that interview, they were surprised to say, okay, you have background in accounting, but you've got so much understanding of the procurement processes, the standards. And that's how I landed my job, my first job, and the rest is history. So from then, I then decided, no, I want to be a member myself. I want to be a CIPS member. I need to tap more into this profession and see where it takes me. I could see that once I am in this field, a lot of opportunities are going to open for me. So I then decided to directly become a member. And when I became a member, just mentioning that I am a member of CIPS, it just started opening doors for me. The employment agents will just call you. It just made my career easy. And then I decided, no, let me now start enrolling. I need to get the proper qualification within this procurement fraternity. That's when I started to enroll and I went through the levels, level 4, level 5, level 6, and eventually I graduated. The journey was not easy, I don't want to lie, but I'll talk about it in the next slides. So I'm currently studying towards my MBA and I'm looking forward to a lot to come. So the other question that I was given was how the CIPS qualification has benefited me as an individual. I have touched on how just being a member I started getting traction. I started getting noticed. Just putting that on my CV that I am a standing member of CIPS, it started helping me. Why? Because CIPS is a global professional body. So for many organizations that they've got an international footprint, they fully understand that once you are a CIPS member, you have a sound understanding of the global requirements. So immediately I became a member, I started enjoying those benefits. And when I became a member, there is a lot. I haven't even gone half through the knowledge and information that is on the website that is available for members. And the resources that are there, the expertise, you've got people that are engaging and people that have got so much knowledge. I remember at some point, I wanted to do an article, and I just went through the website, and as a member, there is so much that you get from just being a member of CIPS. And then the qualification itself, you get a thorough understanding of the profession. You get in-depth knowledge, and you pride yourself. When I compare it with my other qualifications, where I would do a module in procurement or in supply chain, you cannot compare it with the amount of knowledge that you get when you go through all the levels that I have gone through, that CIPS has got. So the qualification, because it is a globally recognized qualification, it empowers you as a procurement professional. So that's one benefit. The other benefit, employability. I'm telling you, you move from a level where you are looking for jobs to a level where you are being hunted. That is one great benefit of the CIPS qualification, especially when you've gone through all the levels and you've reached the professional stage, in which here in South Africa, SAPA also recognizes it as a level 8, which is equivalent to an honors. So already when you have that within your CV, when you have these qualifications and your CV is out there, it singles you out from the rest. You can be standing in an interview, or you can be throwing your CVs with other people. To be honest with you, you can be throwing your CVs with people that have even doctorates, but which are not specifically or purely procurement doctorates or MBAs or what. Just the fact that you've got a professional diploma in procurement and supply by CIPS, it singles you out. So that's one benefit I have experienced. I've mentioned the fact that it is a globally recognized qualification. So I've got siblings in the UK, and they're always telling me, if you want to relocate with CIPS, you're not going to struggle to get a job. I've got friends, relatives in Australia. I've got plenty of friends in UAE, and all my friends that have got CIPS, they never struggle to get opportunities and advancement in their workplace. And that's one benefit that I have also enjoyed. The CIPS qualification helped me gain an advanced understanding. So yes, you can have a BCom, you can have other qualification, but the CIPS qualification itself, it gives you an advanced understanding. That's why even in the interview, when you are elaborating and explaining something, it is coming from within because of the training. When you go through the syllabuses, you gain so much understanding of what procurement and supply is all about. So it has helped me to be an asset as well in the business world. So I always say hashtag power of MCIPS, because it does indeed empower you a lot. And my next question, I think, was on the value of MCIPS. Here I can say a lot because they want me to give practical examples, but I'm an advocate of ethical conduct. I'm an advocate of integrity. And the value that MCIPS gives you is an instant and constant reminder of ethical conduct. So you just know having those letters after your name means in everything that you do, you must, one, not drag CIPS, the name CIPS, the body, the professional body, into disrepute. So the fact that I am MCIPS, already it means in everything that I do, I have to conduct myself in the highest level that anyone else can be. So MCIPS has helped me show the world that I am at the top of my game. I have been invited to a number of conferences. I have been given various tasks that you not have had been exposed to, but because you are an MCIPS and you are a member of CIPS, those tools, those templates, there's so much knowledge that is in there that helps you to quickly go in and look whatever information you are looking for. If you saw, or if you have listened carefully from where I started, I indicated I had so much experience within the mining industry. But when I left to join the financial services, where I am right now, I had not much clue of what's happening within the financial services. But just being a member of CIPS, it helped me so much as I tapped into that knowledge. It felt like I was already within the industry for a long time. So it boosted my skills so much, it enabled me as a leader to evolve as well, because you acquire the relevant skills for whatever level you are in, whether you're still at the entry level, whether you are there or you are at the strategic level, you have the knowledge and the skills, you gain the skills that are needed in that area that you are with. I've mentioned that having the letters, like now in the financial industry where I am, you are surrounded by CAs. I'm reporting directly to the managing director. And I remember he's telling you the one that we have right now. When he saw the letters, he was attracted by those letters and he called me for an interview, for a meeting, and it's like, I'm fairly new. I just want to understand, what does MCIPS stand for? And then I explained and explained and explained. And he was taken aback. He was like, I never thought there was a professional body for procurement, just like we, the chartered accountants. So already it singles you out, it positions you as well in your workplace. Now we're talking the same language. If you are complying with the body of chartered accountants, I'm also telling you, I'm here, I'm complying with this body. So it made my work and my relationships easy, because now they know we cannot play around with this person. She belongs to this professional body. So that's the value of being an MCIPS that I have personally enjoyed. I'm currently responsible for all the strategic decisions within my department, and being a member of MCIPS, being a member of this body, it has helped me a lot, because there is so much resources that I keep on tapping into when it comes to budgeting, there is so much. Fully understanding the total cost of ownership, I can name them, the list is endless. So I have also applied all these things into my policies, governance, everything. And that has helped me have excellent audits. So it's one thing that this MCIPS adds to your career. I have been able to showcase high levels of professionalism that I've mentioned. Just being a member helps you think twice before you do anything. Is this in line with my professional body? Am I in line with the code of conduct of MCIPS? So it helps you maintain the high levels, and it makes people appreciate your role and your function, and it's all because of MCIPS. The exam success, okay, that one. If you've noticed, I come from that era where we didn't have much technology. I've told you about the books, the stacks and stacks of supply chain magazines that I have in my study. And I've mentioned about how difficult it was back then. So when I started, I must say it was very, very difficult. Going through the levels, it felt like you were alone, you were struggling alone. It wasn't, an easy journey for me, and the pressures at work as well. So CIPS exams are really not a walk in the park, and distance learning also makes it a bit tough. If you're a mom, if you are a wife, if you are working, so the demands at work and everything. So it requires a lot of planning. It requires a lot of commitment and dedication so that you fully understand. One thing I can advise and tell, I always tell students that I engage with is level 4, level 5, level 6. You'll find the topics are more or less the same, but as you advance, you need to engage more, you need to study more, you need to apply more. We were writing the exams on paper, we had case studies. Those exams were just intimidating. So we had it, I always compare with the current ones, I always think we had it the tough way, and you really had to prepare. You really had to compile your case studies in a way that shows and demonstrates that you have thoroughly understood the subject matter. Once you go through the topics, once you go through all the resources that they've given you, it makes it easy to pass. The downfall has always been, like in most cases where I would pass either with a marginal mark or fail, was when I never read through to understand. I would try to memorize closer to the exams. And once you are in there, in the exam room, when you have just memorized, you don't have the understanding of the subject that you're about to write. That's when everything just leaves your head, because one, you are having that exam stress. So I advise any student to say, I've walked this journey and I have experienced hardships along the way as a working mom. As all you need to do once you want to succeed and you have enrolled, start from day one studying, make time every single day. Don't wait until the last minute. And your understanding of information differs from level to level, and how you apply that information also differs. So you need to plan well. You need to know, right now I've enrolled, and commit yourself fully. And read, especially these supply management magazines that I'm talking about. They've got so much practical examples. So you find a lot of students saying, but how do I apply work-related examples when I'm not working yet to those who are just not working? For those who are working, it's easy to link what's happening within work and the studies. It makes studying very easy. But for those who are not working, these magazines, the amount of resources that you get by being a member of CIPS helps you, because there's a lot of examples from the people who are already working. So you use those case studies, and that really gives you a lot of knowledge that you can demonstrate during exams. Okay, the last question that I was given was, I must give my favorite quote or statement. So I like this one. The best form of saying is doing. This is more of like our family statement. Don't just say, I'm going to eat. Don't just say, I'm going to sweep. So as a student, if you say, I want to pass, ask yourself, what have I done? What am I doing to make sure that I pass? You need to study hard. You need to read all your course material. You need to read all the presentations that you get. There's a lot of preparation that you need to put in place. Engage with other students as well. It helps. I've got one person that helped me a lot, and it came through those WhatsApp groups, and that is Alex. He's based in. He would coach you. He would help you to say, do this, do that, and engaging on those platforms, it does help. And this saying, it helps you to say, don't just say, I want to pass. I want to be a level 6. What are you doing? I want to be a great procurement professional. What are you doing? You want to gain more procurement knowledge? I would advise you, be a member of CIPS.